Hello there, everyone. This is Neko here, getting ready to play The Infected. So, woohoo! Alright, today is basically just a little bit of a decoration and stuff. So, if you want, you can highly recommend checking out some of my other videos. If you want to hang around and just listen and enjoy basically a little holiday video, in other words, a little bit of decorating, then hopefully you enjoy. Make sure to hit the little notification because I do videos every day. As for me, I'm gonna be basically enjoying a pretty much a week-long uh, vacation party because we've got Christmas coming up, we've got my birthday coming up after that, then we've got New Year's right after that. Little sad I didn't get to make it to my 500 subscriber goal, but hey, I'm still making progress, still growing, and still on my way. Thanks to all of you out there who watch my videos. Now, I was doing a little bit of testing, and it turns out you cannot stack a ghost on a ghost. So I have some suggestions of quality of lives. Would it be more fine control over our buildings? Like maybe I want to lower this down to about here, and then use that little wall as like a railing and stuff. Or maybe I want to be able to adjust the height of my foundations. Some other things are lights. As you can see here, I have lights every other place right across each other because these things are dull as hell. Also, I know something that will never ever happen, but one thing that would be really neat is multiplayer, and here's kind of why. I was half expecting to be able to open these and put something in them. In other words, these would be like a type of storage. In other words, like this one, you could put one item in it. This one you could put like two. This one you could put like four. And the idea of the multiplayer is simply this. Imagine you invite your friends or your family over and you come over and you got like a little pile of gifts around here. You can have piles separated for them. Like you could have, let's say, a pile here, a pile here, a pile here. Or you can also put power, construction, other. You could also, well, that's too tall. A sign where we could hang it just like on the walls, like a sign right here, a sign right here, and a sign right here with their names. And then they come over and they start opening up the gifts. In other words, they can be like, oh, hey, open up this one. And they get a lump of coal in it. Or they open up this one and they get feathers and plant fiber. Or this one, they get like Kevlar, electronics, and a couple other items. At least that's the idea. I'm gonna be decorating this a little bit. Actually, I should get the tree first. So we need glass, screws, copper, iron. I went to town on my blacksmith shop or blacksmithing zone, whatever the hell you want to call it. I called it a blacksmith shop. I added in a butt ton of these things. So we got 5 iron, copper, aluminum, cobalt. Then we've got 3 lead and 2 steel. And we're gonna grab from this. I think you only needed 1. I think you need 2 of those. I don't think I have enough glass. I may have to cook the glass. If you saw my previous video, I covered quite a bit of the updates and all that fun stuff. I should double check to make sure. Yeah, I got snow pants, which I probably should take those off. They ain't causing harm right now, but you never know. Throw that on there. Uh, so let's find some glass. We'll get the tree done, then we'll decorate all around that. I didn't expect. Oh, I do have the glass. Sweet. At the current rate things are going, I'm kind of running out of stuff to use biofuel. I would have appreciated a generator that runs on biofuel rather than gas, and you could make it power half power instead. I don't think I needed screws, but we'll take the screws just in case. So as you can tell here, you come up here and you head over this way. This is the front room or whatever, and this is the dining room. This is the kitchen. This is the bathroom. In other words, this is where the guests come that are sleeping over. They can sleep, they can shower, they can clean up. If there's a party, this is the party bathroom, which everybody just comes in, goes to the bathroom, comes out and leaves, and all that fun stuff. Woo! I still hope we get the ability to have more decorations, like give us a bunch of these lights here, and allow us to place them and all that, because I would love to be able to decorate around the house. Like, I would put some lights here. Actually, I would probably put it all around here. I'd probably put some things that hang from the roof here. I'd probably put some ornaments hanging around the place. All that kinds of fun stuff. So let's continue on with decorating. As the developer is adding quality of life improvements, which is amazing, and I hope they continue to add them. Some of them would be improved building quality of life next, like as I mentioned earlier, adjustment in height. Some other quality of life improvements is, since they introduced new technology like the core thing, which now increases your weight by like 25, an improvement would be, because I'm pretty sure we're going to need that once we increase our backpack foods area. That would be another quality of life improvement. Another one is when you got melons, if the developer doesn't want to make it so you can split the melons on here, then what they could do is change the recipe, add in a different recipe for the food here. So, you know how this takes one watermelon slice, one melon half slice, and it gives you 0.05? Well, you can make a fruit salad where it takes one full melon and one full, actually, it would take one, I was going to say one full watermelon and one full melon half, and put them together and give you 0.1 max stamina and 0.1 max thirst. But I remember, you can't throw a full watermelon onto here. So at some point it would be nice to be able to like craft, maybe allow it where we put 2 cans, a watermelon, a full watermelon, and a full slice on here. That would be really nice. And with the way I'm planning to decorate this, I don't think I'm gonna have enough fibers, considering it takes 10 per one, which, since fiber is easy as hell to get, that's actually kind of cheap. The only issue is the amount of trees you gotta chop down in order to achieve that. But if you've been playing for quite some time, you have plenty enough if you haven't trashed it, which admittedly I have trashed it. A lot of it. Probably too much of it. I am a little sad I didn't make the 500 subscriber goal for my birthday. because I doubt suddenly I'm gonna get like 50 plus subscribers in like the next 2 days. Unless I somehow get lucky. I mean, it's possible, but chances are not gonna happen because that's not how my luck works. I want to. What's the next one? Is this the next big one? Nope. So C is the next big one. D is the next big one, and then D, C, B, A. Tell you the truth, it would have been nice if they'd done it by size. So this would have been A, B, C, D. But that's just my OCD. It doesn't really matter. Dang it. I was hoping I could have stacked this more in the center like this, but it doesn't look like that's gonna work. Unless... Nope. Dang it. Well, that takes away that. I don't really want to stack them all like this. The other thing is... that would be about the closest I could do, unless I can fit... No. But I could throw, not that, this, and then we could throw some of these right in here and fill it in. And then we could take this. Nope. Dang it. Well, actually, there we go. We could take some of these and just put them about half on, half off. Like this. Yeah, there we go. That works. Not exact perfect, but I mean, hey. I think I'm gonna have to trank some of the what do you call it, birds, chickens, because I want to get some feathers going. If I can start farming feathers and start getting all kinds of stuff like that, I can make fishing bait, which is cheap, or not cheap, but light as hell, and start making money that way. It's a lot easier and faster to make money with the fishing bait than it is cement, although at least it was until the grinder got changed. But it's still, you can carry pretty much 300 coins worth of stuff in your bag, versus cement, which you can barely carry anything. You know, this is actually turning out pretty decent. And then from there, now that we've got a nice little decoration, we can put a few around here and then just litter the floor all with tiny presents. And make it seem like there's a ridiculous amount of toys and presents and other fun stuff. I can do 5, 10, 11. I can do 11 more. Dang it. We're running out fast. Wow. Placeables. Still, nice little decorating holiday thingy. Oh yeah, I completely forgot that the wrapping paper isn't uniform. So we'll throw in at least fill in these gaps, then we'll fill in half the in-betweens, and then we'll litter with that. We'll have to go speed chopping to get a bunch of crud, so that means I'm just going to be dumping a bunch of, what do you call it, bark and trees all over the ground. Admittedly, I could build stuff, finishing things like this, so that way I'm not wasting the trees, but dang it. This is about the most fine-tuned control you could have with these things, which is nice. But I hope we can get it for everything else. Anyways, if you're still here, I'm actually kind of somewhat surprised. I would have half expected you to be gone by now. But I mean, sometimes you guys maybe just enjoy the way I sound. Or maybe you just enjoy a nice, relaxing, I don't know, conversation, even though we're not talking to each other. I think we're gonna run out before we finish this. And then from there, we'll have to decide how much of the little presents we're gonna just stuff everywhere. Oh. Wow, talk about perfect. Although I probably should put one more right there. Alright. Now we can we can dump all the little ones. I'll probably put little ones in here. And then we'll fill in everywhere else. And then from there, we should be good to go. Yeah, definitely need to put one right there. Alright. Oops. That one's... I definitely need to look into getting a new mouse or cleaning stuff. As you can tell, my mouse, the present fidgets a lot. In other words, when I'm rotating, there's a lot of fidgeting, and it's just like, I wish it would move better than this. So I gotta start looking into getting more professional setup for like mouse, keyboard, and all that fun crud, and then start thinking about other things. Come on, you stupid mouse. And that's what I mean by... Actually, we're going to like this isn't going to be perfectly spaced. We're just gonna mark out these and then fill in what we need in between. And this should be good enough for decoration. But hopefully we get some more decorative items. It is getting close to Christmas. And it'd be kind of neat to have more decorations. This in itself is actually already a pretty decent amount, because as you can see here, I've got a nice little Christmas tree set up. And I like the way it's turned out. Although, I mean, when you put a curve of presents around a tree, of course you're gonna like it. Or at least I will. Admittedly, I rarely ever seen something like this, because, well, yeah, couldn't always afford it, especially when you have, like, 3 other siblings, and, you all want electronics, and with electronics being, like, $200 plus, you're not gonna really see a whole lot of toys. And, yeah. Anyways. Alright, we've got a nice little row here of this and all that. I do not know how many I have. 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll just say we've got like 40. Which means we'll need about like 400, we'll need about 40 trees chopped down. We got all those trees, we got all those trees, and all those trees. So I'll probably chop down most of those trees and hope that's enough. If not, I guess we can tear down all those. I've been trying to keep an eye out for feathers because I want to be able to buy some things. And I thought I saw a bird over here somewhere, not you. I already lost it. Oh well. Let's go chop down like 40 trees. And then from there we can finish up our presents. I will say the shaking of this is a little aggressive, as you can see. And that was just a regular swinging. You can tell when you're going super speed because you hear the character humping the tree. See? Oh, didn't hump it hard enough. And you can tell when you're going slow because you can actually hear that. Apparently my character is a very enthusiastic tree lover. Apparently. Every time I hear that. I can't help it. Alright. That's 5, 10, 15, 20. So about like 20 more trees. I was using this as a test to see if this clears out any trees around it. I forgot to mark the day and see how long it's been since doing that. Because if this works, then I'm going to use this, especially if it clears out trees up to this distance. Because then I can place one on one side, one on the other side, a certain distance away, and then clear a path. So that way I could have a path from here all the way up to here. Now, when people wanted paths, this was not what they meant. What they meant is this here. This as a pathway so that no trees grow, but have the ability to regrow trees. So there is another option that the developer could do, is allow us to replant our own trees. If we could replant our own trees, whoo, that would change things up, because then we could have the regrow tree off or whatever and simply just grow our own trees. And that means the developer would not have to worry about giving us the ability to make a path. We could just simply be like, okay, we chopped off these trees, we don't want them growing, we'll take all the seeds we've gathered from them and plant them somewhere else. And then we can decide whether or not we want trees and how many of them and how close we want them. So there's a few options the developer can go about allowing people to make paths. And they went with the foundation method, but that's not what people want, or at least not everybody. I admit I do like the foundations. I would love to use them more, but they're a little expensive for beginning level. It isn't until you're actually semi-sufficient do they become cheap. Alright, I think we've got enough. I think, could be wrong, but we're gonna try and finish up the last of those presents and then call it an episode. Especially since we're pretty decently into this. I have been trying to fill in a lot of my ghost images, as you can see here. This, I haven't decided whether or not I'm going to make steps so I can come up this way if I happen to be over here. And the same thing for this, like maybe I want to go down and fish right there. And maybe I want to come up, because if I happen to be on this side of this, there's no path up. Like, you're going to have to climb, you're going to have to run all the way around. So I'm thinking this area is definitely going to be a path. So I'm probably going to delete that. This area, you just basically you come up right here, then you can come along here and follow down this way, and or head right there. So you all that fun crud. I'm gonna have to put some relays or something to adjust where this wire connects, because yeah. Sorry, yawning. Alright, let's get the presents filled in. Ooh, bye, Mike. Tell the truth, if I could, I'd put some presents in here for Mike. Some other quality of life things that's definitely going to be nice is the ability to press and hold E when you've got to press a bunch of times for things. Because like this, if I could just press and hold and it just goes done, instead of like a million clicks, that would be huge. As you can see, I've got a ridiculous amount of pressing here going. And you can tell because of the tinking of inserting items. Admittedly, I'm sure the developer's going to change the sound for different materials, because this sounds like I'm taking metal and just stuffing these presents full of metal, instead of actually sounding like what do you call it? Wrapping paper with not plastic, but paper. Yeah, paper. Wrapping presents with paper. This sounds just like a box full of nails. Which, admittedly, in this game, I wouldn't mind getting a box full of nails. You can do a lot with like 10 nails. Although it would have to be more than 10 nails, because that's one thing. A box of nails would probably have to be about 100 nails. That would be a box of nails. I'm probably gonna have some leftover fiber. Maybe. Wow, I'm getting real close to, oh, did I not? Hmm? Oh, dang it, I ran out. Oh well. Alrighty. Well, we're gonna call that this for now. If you guys enjoyed listening to me and you enjoyed watching me decorate, hopefully you come back for more. If not, I can understand. This wasn't meant to be anything excited. That's why in the beginning I recommended checking out some of my other videos. But I do like the way this came out. Although it's not perfectly symmetrical or perfectly uh circular or whatever, but hey, at least it's an attempt. I mean, you can't make it perfect in real life, can't, so. But anyways, if you want to see more of this series, you can check out my channel. If you want to see other games I play, check out the in-screen credits. And if you want to be added onto the in-screen credits, then make sure to publicly subscribe. After a certain period of time, I'll add you on. Otherwise, I hope you guys enjoyed and you come back for more. For now, I'm just gonna like pretty much do a little bit of grinding, a little bit of setting up, all that little fun stuff, and yeah, and probably work on a different game too. So, bye bye.